Well, I've just been studying windy.com and I was going to leave in the morning at 3 o'clock.
Well, we don't wear skimpy bikinis. Hell, it frightens me when I take my shirt off. There's definitely no one pregnant here. This is motor sailing for old dudes. We do live on a boat and we do cruise extensively along the Australian coast. Join us and visit some great destinations. Learn how to look after a boat and live off grid. It might even get you enthused to do the same thing. Hey, stay out there till you can't.
I think Friday's going to be a better day to do it. I don't think the wind's going to drop off quite enough for me to push out. It's going to be easterly, but a little bit strong, and I think just pushing out of here is going to be a pretty ugly trip. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until Friday. Pretty cruisy being here. I'm going to wait until Friday and we'll head out Friday morning. So another day at Shoal Bay, I guess. Anyhow, I can go to bed and not have to worry about getting up at 3. That's the only good thing about it, I guess. Anyway, we want to do it comfortably and I'm not in any rush, so another day here. Comfortable at the moment, but once we get up around Shark Island in front of us, it's only 38 minutes away, we'll hold a course and get the sea behind us, and it should be a lot more comfortable and we should be able to get a bit of sail there too. We're about 2 hours out of Swansea now. Hasn't been a great trip. The sea's been very confused, not much wind, so the sail hasn't been doing much. And the wind's starting to head us a bit now for some reason, so I'm going to start winding it up a bit. Anyway, we'll cross the bar into Swansea in about another 2 hours. It's all good, not much of a day. No sun, pretty grey and ordinary out here actually. Marine Rescue Lake Macquarie, Marine Rescue Lake Macquarie. This is Peggy-Anne, Peggy-Anne 19, your copy. Good to get out of this washing machine today. Been a bit, sea state's been a bit all over the place, but yeah, we got down here in good time, but it'll be good to get a bit of respite. So I'm just on the leads now. Just picked up the leads in front of me and we'll follow them in, and we've logged on, we've checked the engine rooms, got the life jacket on, and we'll follow those leads in. The bar looks pretty good. I've had a look at it on the webcam and I'm eyeballing it now, so there's nothing nasty on it, so we'll head on in.
into Swansea. We can't go any further than the road bridge up here. It has to open to let us into the lake. So I can pick up a mooring, and there's a couple of moorings each side of the bridge you can usually pick up. I don't know, this guy that just beat me in, he's probably going to grab one, but if we can't grab a mooring, we'll just anchor, and we'll see how we go anyway. But I think the bridge opens nearly every hour. You've got to organise it with VMR, and they'll open the bridge every hour to let boats go through. Marine Rescue Lake Macquarie, Peggy-Anne.
Peggy-Anne, Marine Rescue Lake Macquarie.
Yes, Lake Macquarie, just a question. Wondering if anyone has booked the bridge for 2 o'clock, over?
We haven't got any bookings for 2 o'clock. I can try. The bridgekeeper generally likes to have an hour's notice, but if you stand by, I'll call him up and see what I can do. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Thanks for that. I'll stand by on 19.
Peggy-Anne, Marine Rescue Lake Macquarie. Over.
Yeah, Marine Rescue Lake Macquarie. This is Peggy-Anne.
Peggy-Anne, Marine Rescue Lake Macquarie. We've just booked the bridge for you at 2 o'clock. So yeah, he's more than happy to do it. Over.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for that, Lake Macquarie. We'll be standing by at 2. Okay, we just came through the bridge and into the lake, so we're in Lake Macquarie now. The channel's all well marked. There's 2 moorings on this side of the bridge, so yeah, 2 moorings on the lake side, 2 moorings on the lake side of the bridge, so you could pick them up if you wanted to wait for the tide or if you're waiting for the bridge. And yeah, we'll make our way up into the lake, probably go up to Rathmines, I think. So this is just entering the lake. Up in front of us is Toronto, good place to do shopping. We're going to head down to the left to a place called Rathmines. There's a jetty in there and a couple of moorings. We'll see if we can pick one up. This is Rathmines, good little jetty there. Used to be water on it. I'm going to go and have a look. If there's water there, I'll fill my tanks up before I leave here.
Looks like being a nice day to wash the boat.
Well, by doing the washing by hand, I figure I can buy probably 4 or 5 cappuccinos. That's about 4 days of cappuccinos that I get for free. So if you go to the laundromat, it costs you about $18 by the time you wash and dry it. I've got nothing else to do, so why not do the washing? There's something different to do. I'm just taking the dinghy up to the bowling club at Rathmines. It's in the old officers' mess, so been pretty busy today, and I'm just going to go up there and have a couple of quiet beers. I think should be nice. Might wonder what I do when I'm not stitching together movies and taking you guys around to have a look at things on the boat. And the answer is I try to do sundowners whenever I can. And I met Don today. He's been following me on Facebook for a while, and he's invited me up to Marmon Cove Marina, where he keeps his boat, and we're going to have a few beers. So I'm just heading in there now. A few moorings off Marmon Cove that probably a bit cheaper than being in the marina, and I think this marina is probably the biggest one on the lake. So there's a few boats in here. It's got a travel lift, it's got fuel, got a good fuel dock, and definitely worth a look if you want to be in the marina. The thing about the lake is there's plenty of places where you can dock without paying any money, but I guess if you were using your boat on the weekend and things like that, it'd be a great spot to keep it. Marmon Cove Marina. We'll go in and have a look. Oh, look at this, Tim Tams and everything. Don's the man, he must know that I eat them. We've got sweets and works. I had a huge steak for lunch at Rathmines, and I'm not going to have any dinner, I don't think.
Okay.
It's just too big a thing. I'm actually talking to the camera, Don.
You've got an accent, bro.
I do.
He's American.
No. I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Ah, very nice.
Cape Breton
spot,
Island,
bro.
if you know where that's at.
No, I don't. But you know, we got as far as Maine.
And this is how I go back to the boat after a night with Don and a few other his Facebook followers. I'm glad I put my anchor light on because it's the only way I could find my way back. Had a good night last night with Don, and also caught up with Derek and Leanne off another boat. They're all YouTube followers, so we had a few wines, probably a few too many actually, but anyway, back to the boat, had a really good sleep, and I've just up anchored this morning from Marmon Point. I'm heading back down to Toronto. Another guy on Facebook wants to catch up with me down there, so I'm probably going to go down to the Toronto jetty and tie up at the jetty and maybe spend the day there. I'll go and do a bit of shopping while I'm there too, need a few drinks. Anyhow, it's a nice looking day so far. Here as well. We've had a good time at Toronto. It's a great spot. You're very close to town, and there's lots of different shops, even a brew shop up there if you do a bit of home brewing. But yeah, there's good Woolies and everything you'd want here. But 24 hours, or you're only supposed to be on here for 2 hours, I think, but I've been here for a day. And we're going to move back to Wangi and see if my mail's there. I've got to start getting prepared to head a bit further down the coast. So we'll just drop the lines off and we'll be out of here. Beautiful afternoon and evening here at Rathmines, tied up to the jetty. Went up to get the mail again today. Hasn't come, so I'm going to have it on forwarded to Dangar Island in Pittwater, and I'll pick it up down there. I might have another look in the morning, but if it's not there then, I'll pick it up when I get a bit further down. Question is, do you tie up at a jetty or pick up a mooring? And you have both of those options here, although all the moorings at Rathmines at the moment are taken, so I haven't really got the option. I've got to tie up at the jetty, but there's plenty of other moorings around the lake that I could make available. It's nice being able to step off the boat. Here you've got water right alongside too, so it's handy. You can fill up your tanks and do a bit of washing and things like that. But jetty sometimes night time are not the most quiet places to sleep, because you quite often get people come down onto the jetty to fish, and they don't really think about it, but they sort of talk about the footy and whatever else, and it does tend to keep you awake. So I'm going to try it on the jetty tonight. We'll see how we go, but in most cases I'd rather be out at anchor or hanging off a mooring. I think it's a lot more peaceful night doing it that way. Well, I've got the mail, left Rathmines, and I'm going to head across to the bridge, get through the bridge today, and then I'll plan my escape from Lake Macquarie either Wednesday or Thursday, probably Thursday at the moment, but we're going to have a look at a couple of people to catch up with over there, and yeah, all good. Bit of cloud around, looks like a bit of change coming up over the horizon, but we'll just see how we go. Well, it was pretty hard work, but eventually I got the mooring picked up. Sometimes a bit hard on your own. A lot of tide flowing here, probably about nearly 3 knots. So just a little bit hard, but I eventually had some lunch now.